Hello, welcome to this happy Friday afternoon. We are live, hopefully, with the Three House page this time. Hi, I'm Robin, one of the staff members at Three House. I have to be careful about touching my table because it makes the camera shake. Fun fact. Fun fact number one. So, welcome today. It's raining. Kind of sad. I also saw, Dave mentioned earlier he saw ice on his mailbox. When I took my dog out back earlier, I also felt ice on my face, and that made my heart sad. But it's okay. I've got some good facts to help cheer us up and warm us up. One thing first, today Dave thanked our educators on his daily dose of Dave, and I thought that was really awesome considering that some of our schools have postponed their restart date until the beginning of May. I teach in some of the Waterloo schools, so that was sad that I don't get to see the students for a while. But it's for the best, and we're going to beat this together, and our educators are doing amazing things to stay connected with students and help keep moving forward in their curriculum. So we appreciate and we love them, and we love that they're so willing to do that for us. Now, to revisit a little bit of last week. Last week I talked that Scotland's national flag had a unicorn on it. It was like their national animal. And I'm sad to say that I still have not gotten a unicorn flag for my backyard. But Amazon is currently only shipping essentials, and I guess it can wait. But I do have giant paper, so I could draw it or have someone with some sort of artistic talent draw it for me. So I'll keep that in mind, make a little note of that. Draw unicorn flag. Oh, and then I have a personal fun fact to share before we jump into these other ones that I've looked up for you today. Side note, the jingling you hear is my dog. I can make no promises that he will be patient and polite through this video. Disclaimer. But my personal fun fact that I recognize today is that it turns out when you cut a recipe in half, 2/3 of a cup becomes 1/3 of a cup, and you don't actually have to guess and estimate it to be between 1/3 and 1/4 of a cup, because 2/3 divided by 2 is 1/3. It's fine. I didn't go to school, but that's cool. The recipe still turned out great. I made frosting, and it's good. I've eaten some. So, Dave, I see your comment. Thank you. Yes, unicorns are essential. I have to stake my national flag in my backyard. I agree, but it can wait. Okay, so I've looked up some fun facts for you to share this weekend with your family and friends, and I've had some submitted, which was really cool. So I'm going to share a couple of those. They were submitted to me by my friend Rhiannon. Thank you, Rhiannon. And the two facts she shared with me, the first one, sequins have been around since 2500 BC. In the 1480s, Da Vinci designed a machine that stamped sheets of metal into sequins. So we've been seeing them on things since 2500 BC, and our favorite guy, Leonardo da Vinci, invented a machine. Not only was he, painting paintings, but, designing cool machines, which is awesome. Also, I knew I liked that guy a lot, right? Seeing him in Titanic and Wolf of Wall Street, he did great. Our second fun fact, there is one kind of butterfly called the Phangarus alcon, otherwise known as alcon blue, that is raised by ants. They remain underground for 2 years before they emerge as butterflies. So that's cool. We can add that to the list of fun animals and creatures crawling around in the earth. The alcon blue butterfly is raised by ants from, the caterpillar age until they are full-grown butterflies. So that's really neat. And thank you, Rhiannon, for submitting those. We love that. Okay. Before we get into these other facts, I'm reading the comments as they're popping up. So I see that Dave has posted a joke. It says, "How do you make holy water?" Any guesses? Oh yeah, you boil the hell out of it. That makes sense. I can get behind that. So, all right. Third fun fact. the entire world population could fit inside of Los Angeles. So we know the world's population is approximately 7.5 billion people, and that number is as of 2017. We can assume that there are probably a few more people than that now that it's been 3 years. But the National Geographic says if we all were to stand shoulder to shoulder in LA, we could fit within the 500 square miles that make up the city. That's pretty cool. Now, it doesn't currently fit in with our social distancing guidelines, so I can't, mindfully condone that we all, that we travel to Los Angeles to try this, but we can all imagine it, and I don't know, I kind of feel less alone if I think about that. It's very cool to imagine putting 7.5 billion people all in LA. Well, we thought it was densely populated before. All right, another ant fact. All ants on Earth weigh about as much as all of the humans do. So, according to Chris Packham, who is a wildlife presenter, he said that there are 10 quadrillion ants on and in the Earth. So, for those that don't know, like me, a quadrillion is 15 zeros, 15. And so he says if you were to add all of their weight and compare it to the weight of all 7.5 billion humans, they would be about the same. But a professor at the University of Sussex disagrees, and his claim is that we would weigh more because not only are humans increasing in population, but we are increasing in weight as well. It's probably because there's so many different varieties of pizza and we just can't resist. That's my guess. Either way, that's a lot of people and a lot of ants. 10 quadrillion ants? Ooh. Okay, speaking of quadrillion, next fact. According to NPR, there are around 4 quadrillion bacteria on Earth. So that's 30 zeros. Not all bacteria are bad, we know that. Many of them are good and help keep the Earth clean and the Earth healthy and keep us clean and us healthy. However, 4 quadrillion bacteria is still a lot. And I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I think I will continue to wash my hands. Yes. So, those are the facts that I have found for today. So I encourage you all to find ways to share those with your friend and family, and stay warm and stay safe and stay dry this weekend. Wash your hands, start a new hobby. And by the end of this, I know personally I'm going to have so many new facts and random knowledge that everyone's going to want me on their trivia teams. I'm just saying. It's going to be great. We're going to play so much trivia when we're done with this. Oh, it'll be good. I'd like to leave you with a final quote that we have passed around our Three House community this week. It's from a poet that I've been reading. His name is Rainer Maria Rilke. And this quote it comes from one of his poems called Go to the Limits of Your Longing. And the quote is, "No feeling is final." So as we go into the weekend, remember that this too shall pass. Keep finding things in each day that bring you joy. Find new ways to share them with your friends and family. And continue to stay happy, friends. Good to see you all, and we'll see you next week.